Barcelona 4, Real Madrid 3. So disappointing. Absolutely disappointing. And I feel like this loss kind of hurts more because in this match, going into this match, my hopes were up even more than in the previous 3 matches. Because we came off fantastic matches. We came off a good Celta Vigo match in which Mbappe, Arda, Vinny, the team was performing. But one problem we did have going into this Barca match was the defense. This was the lineup of Real Madrid. Standard, I thought this was the perfect lineup. You couldn't have played a better lineup. So I was confident heading into this match that we would win this game. And then we started off in the best fashion possible. Literally, we get a penalty, clear pen. I don't care who's gonna argue it's not a pen. That's a clear pen. And Kylian Mbappe takes it, he scores it. It is 1-0. And I am thinking from here, the game isn't done. A 1-0 scoreline against Barcelona is not enough. And then the match goes on. Barcelona are dominating position. They're having their chances. But then one counter attack came through. Vinny Jr. gets on the ball, does a Travella pass to Mbappe, and he tucks that goal away so well. We're leading 2-0. And from here, I'm just thinking, this is our game. This is our game. I don't think we ever got into a 2-0 lead over Barca and then lost the match this season. But just as we are getting comfortable, just as we are thinking we're gonna win this game, then we get struck with reality. And the reality was Barca were just a better team. They were the better team and they scored from a corner kick. I mean, this one we can't really fault the defense too much. We can't really fault anyone. So it's 2-1. Real Madrid still leading and I'm thinking maybe we can still pull off a victory. But unfortunately, the problem here is we gave Barcelona momentum.
You can't give Barcelona momentum.
Because they took their momentum, they made it 2-2 with Lamine Yamal. Individual brilliance. I mean, this guy, listen, this might be a hot take. I think this guy is better than Neymar. He's going to be better than Neymar in a few years' time. I give him 2 years and this guy's going to play like prime Neymar. This guy is special and honestly, one of the best players in the world. So he made it 2-2. And yeah, this is where I thought this match is done. This is when I was like, okay, we bottled our lead. Barca have momentum. They have an outstanding attack. They're gonna finish us off. And that is what they did. Because Lucas Vazquez, well, I'm not gonna fully blame him. Because there was some clownery between Mbappe and Ceballos. They bumped into each other, giving the ball to Barca. The Barca player slides a beautiful ball to Rafinha. Vazquez completely out of his position. And then Rafinha scores. And now it's 3-2. It's 3-2 and at this point, the game was finished. At this point, the game was done. But then they had to go and make it official. Because all the goal passes to Lucas Vazquez. Vazquez, I'm gonna be honest. Lucas Vazquez, he has to leave. He has to leave. We can't go on to another season with this clownery at our defense. Vazquez is not a right back. He's a right winger. That is why he was so far out of his position. It's because he's not a right back. Now he didn't even control this ball. Gives the ball away to Rafinha. And then Rafinha scores through some beautiful passes through Rafinha, Ferran Torres. And this game was finished. And listen, this all happened in one half. So now the second half comes, Barcelona score a few offside goals. And then Mbappe completed his hat-trick. There we go, it's 4-3. But let us get into the actual problems in this match. And let's start off with a player that I've been hyping up for this entire week. Arda Güler. Let's be honest, he didn't get into second gear from the first minute he played to the end of the half. He wasn't really involved, and maybe it's just because the game is way too big for him, or maybe it's tactics, because he doesn't have the speed. He's not like Vinny and Mbappe. So therefore, him on that right wing, he couldn't really do anything. He couldn't do anything. So with Arda Güler, definitely disappointing, but I'm not gonna knock him too hard. Still a fantastic player, and I think he still should get opportunities in the future. The second problem, Lucas Vazquez. This should be his last season. And the problem is we're gonna replace a defender who can't defend, or a right winger that can't defend. And we're replacing him with another right back they can't defend. I swear the team is not too smart when it comes to transfers. They're just going for the free agents. They're going for the best move money-wise. But honestly, it's not leaving us with optimism. And then another thing I want to talk about is the good stuff in this match, which I thought Kylian Mbappe, he scored a hat-trick. It speaks for itself. He was our best player for this entire match. This guy is going to carry us into the next season. And this is why I made a video about a week ago saying that Kylian Mbappe is the player Real Madrid should bowl the team around. Not Vinny, not Rodrigo, not Bellingham. It's Kylian Mbappe. And you know what? I think it's fair to say that Barca, they have just been the better team. They've been the better team. They're gonna win La Liga, they won Copa del Rey, they won Super Copa. They're not gonna win the Champions League, and I think that is probably the best thing for us right now. We were celebrating the 8 watches over Arsenal, over Barca, but it doesn't take us away from the fact that our team is poor. So unfortunately, we are going trophyless, and I feel truly bad for Mbappe because he came in, he thought he's gonna win trophies, and to be honest, he just wants more trophies. He won the Intercontinental Cup. I mean, what does that mean? He won the UEFA Super Cup, what does that even mean? He didn't win any big trophy, and I honestly feel bad for him. He was our best player this season. Argue with a wall, I don't care. Kylian Mbappe was our best player. Maybe second would be Valverde. But Carlos' time is done. He's getting sacked. Well, he is sacked already, but he's gonna leave next season. Xabi Alonso's gonna take over, and I'm happy. Will he come in to coach the team in the Club World Cup? I don't know. Will Trent play in the Club World Cup? I also don't know. So I don't know if we're gonna truly see a fresh Real Madrid during the Club World Cup. But let's get a quick rundown on each player and how they performed in this Barcelona match. Thibaut Courtois, listen, he had a decent performance in my opinion. I will give him a 5 out of 10. Fran Garcia, he was getting cooked up a bit there in defense, but I think he was one of our better defenders. I'm not seeing things. I saw him play good. Yes, he did get cooked up a bit by Lamine, but either way, Fran Garcia, he did a very good job. When it comes to Lucas Vazquez, we conceded 2 goals because of him. And I think this is the end of Lucas Vazquez at Real Madrid, 2 out of 10. Raul Asensio, by far one of our best defenders, I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10. Tchouameni got unlucky there in the last few minutes. He scored a header but Mbappe put him offside, and therefore I'm gonna give Tchouameni a 6 out of 10. Dani Ceballos, I thought he was decent. You know, he did a decent job, and I will give him a 4 out of 10. Fede Valverde, one of the best players in the match, I'm gonna give him a 6 out of 10. Jude Bellingham also had a decent game. He is one of those players that he always puts 100% in the matches. There isn't really a match where I can say this guy didn't do anything. So with Jude Bellingham, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Arda Güler was kind of mid in this game. I expected more. But, you know, certain caliber games, it can be a bit too much for a player. And some players just have off days. So with Arda Güler, I will give him a 3 out of 10. Vinny Jr., I liked his performance. 2 assists. Good performance overall. He's not at his best. Remember that. He's not even at his best. But I thought he had a good performance. I will give him a 7 out of 10. Kylian Mbappe, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Don't think anyone can argue. But that's my thoughts on the match. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section. Also leave a like, because I'd appreciate it, because this match was terrible to watch. But a like on the video can lift someone's spirits up. So peace out.